I'm Megan Irwin. I'm going to be doing cranial nerves 1 through 12 examination on 2/23/17. Dustin, can I have you block one nostril and smell in and out? And the other one, in and out. Okay, now can I have you close your eyes and block one nostril, please? Okay, and inhale. Can you smell that? Could you identify it?
Yeah.
What is it? Okay, awesome. Could you block the other one? And keep your eyes closed and inhale. Can you smell that?
Mm-hmm.
Could you identify it?
Yep, cinnamon.
Cinnamon? Was the intensity the same on both sides?
It was.
Awesome. So then I'm going to do the fundoscope exam. I'm looking for AV, nicking, hemorrhaging, or palpable edema. So I'm going to come in here, look at the cup to disc ratio. And that looks good. And I'm going to do that bilaterally because you have two eyes. Okay, that one's good as well. And then I'm going to do the peripheral vision test. So if you could just look at my sternum and cover your right eye, please. Okay, and identify what number I'm holding up with my hand.
1, 5, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Okay, now could you cover the other eye, please?
Yep. 1, 5, 1, 1, 1, 5.
Okay, good. Then I'm going to do direct and consensual constriction. So what I'm going to do is looking for lack of constriction in either eye, and I'm going to go through and do it twice. That's good. And also good. And then I'm going to do the other eye. Good. Both eyes are constricting. Good. And then I'm going to do pupillary fatigue. I'm going to do 3 times, holding for 3 seconds. Looking for any fluttering or lack of constriction. Okay, and on the other eye. All right, good. Then, now I'm just gonna observe for any ptosis, or can you close your eyes? Looking for any blepharospasms. And then you can open again. Now we're gonna do a convergence and accommodation.
Okay.
So if you could just focus on my finger and follow it with only your eyes. Good. And then I'm gonna do the accommodation. So I'm gonna do focus on my finger.
Okay.
Now at the wall in front of you. And finger, wall in front, finger, wall in front. Did any of that cause double vision or any blurriness?
No.
Okay, so now I'm going to move on to a field of gaze. So if you could focus on my finger and only my finger. I'm looking for any saccades or any end-stage nystagmus in this. Maybe some fatigue as I go through. Okay, accent space. Now I'm going to move on to the sensory and motor. With that one, the field of gaze, I was also looking for any end-stage nystagmus. And then, so I'm going to do the trigeminal nerve. If you could hand me your hand. And this is what this is going to feel like, just light pressure. Okay. And close your eyes, please. Is the intensity the same throughout?
Mm-hmm.
The intensity the same throughout?
Mm-hmm.
Is the intensity the same on both sides?
Yes.
Is the intensity the same throughout?
Mm-hmm.
Is the intensity the same throughout?
Mm-hmm.
Was it the same on both sides?
Yes.
Is the intensity the same throughout?
Mm-hmm.
Is the intensity the same throughout?
Mm-hmm.
Was the intensity the same on the both sides?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to do the same thing with the cotton ball. So here's the cotton ball.
Okay.
Okay. Is the intensity the same throughout?
Mm-hmm.
Is the intensity the same throughout?
Yes.
Was it the same on both sides?
Yes.
Was the intensity the same throughout?
Mm-hmm.
Was the intensity the same throughout?
Yes.
Was it the same on both sides?
Yes.
Is the intensity the same throughout?
Yes.
Is the intensity the same throughout?
Yes.
Is it the same on both sides?
Yes.
Good. Now I'm gonna palpate the muscles of mastication.
Okay.
Feeling for the masters, temporalis. And could you open your jaw for me? Good. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a facial motor test. So if you could raise your eyebrows, close your eyes, and pop out your cheeks. You can open your eyes now. And smile. Think about how I just had you close your eyes. Okay, now I'm gonna do cochlear vestibular test. So I'm gonna do this. If you could close your eyes and tell me when you can't hear it anymore.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do that same thing on the other side. Keep your eyes closed.
Okay.
Good. Now then I'm gonna do Weber and Renee's test. Let me know if this lateralizes to either side.
No.
Okay. Good. And then if it did, then that would be a positive Weber to whichever test, whichever side it lateralized to. And then I do Renee's. Come back here and do bone conduction. Let me know when you can't hear it anymore.
Okay.
And can you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me know when you cannot anymore.
Okay.
Good. And the air conduction should be twice as long as the bone conduction for Renee's. Okay, now if you could stand up for me, we're gonna do a tandem gait. With your eyes open, just walk heel toe.
Okay.
Okay, good. Now, with your eyes closed, we're gonna do the same thing, just walking that way. And I'm gonna be right here to make sure you're good.
Okay.
Looks like he's going to the left a little bit. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna look at his eyes, looking for a resting nystagmus, and I don't see any, so that's good. You can take a seat again. And now I'm just gonna look at the motor of the tongue, so if you could open up. And I don't see any atrophy or fasciculations. And then his tongue protrusion looks good. If it were a lesion, then it would deviate to the side of the lesion. And then could you push your tongue against my left hand? No, my right hand? Good. And that strength was the same on both sides. Now, could I have you open your mouth and say ah,
Ah.
ah,
Ah.
ah,
Ah.
ah,
Ah.
ah,
Ah.
ah?
Ah.
Good. And the uvula would deviate away from the lesion on that one. And then now I'm going to do the gag reflex using a cotton ball, and it's clean, or cotton swab. Okay, open, and that looks a little hyporeflexive. And say ah.
Ah.
That one was also hyporeflexive. All right, now I'm going to do bilateral traps. So press up against my shoulders. Okay, and resist. Good. And now resist my right hand, testing the left, or the right SCM. Resist my left hand, testing the left SCM. And that concludes my video. Thank you.